and welcome back to the WWE Battlegrounds Result video. That's right, so I did the predictions video, which I'll link in the description down below, guys. If you haven't watched Battlegrounds yet, make sure you definitely go out and you check it out on the WWE Network right now. So guys, here we go. I'll go through the match lineups in the order that the matches were going on, and I will talk about my predictions with what actually happened in the matches. This result video, guys, make sure to drop a like right now, and hell, even leave me a comment of what your favorite match was in the comment section below. And let's get into it, guys. So we started with the Battleground kickoff pre-show thing. We had the Usos versus Breezango. So in this match, I predicted and was rooting for Breezango to win and for Tyler Breeze to win by pin. Now, what actually happened? Tyler Breeze won by pin. That's right, my boys, Breezango got the win. Yeah. So it was good to see the Usos actually lose. They really need to change that fucking gimmick, like, really bad, because it didn't help. And Tyler Breeze got the mad roll up and got the win. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's 1-0 for the TheJaseDawg. So we headed into the next match. It was the actual, we didn't actually have the highlight reel on the actual kickoff. It was in the main show. So now the second match, which was actually the start of the actual Battleground show, was the tag team action between Charlotte and Dana Brooke and Sasha and her mystery partner, who turned out to be Bayley. That's right, it was Bayley. So Bayley was her tag team partner in the match. Now it was pretty cool because they were wearing similar attires, like color-wise, and Dana and Charlotte weren't really expecting Bayley because Sasha was telling everyone, not gonna be Bayley, but it was. And she isn't making a debut, like she isn't joining the main roster just yet. I heard like a rumor that it's not until after SummerSlam that she might actually come up and join the roster. But for now, she's in the hunt for the NXT Women's Championship, but she's gonna help out her girl, Sasha Banks. So, in this match, I predicted Sasha to win the match, and Sasha and her opponent to win. You know, I predicted them to win. I was rooting for them to win, and of course, predicted Sasha to win by submission. So, in this match, it was back and forth. They were beating up Bayley a little bit, but it came down to the very end where Sasha hit the bank statement on Charlotte and made the bitch tap like a bitch. That's right, so I got that prediction right too. Charlotte tapped like a bitch, so hopefully at SummerSlam we have Sasha versus Charlotte 1-on-1. Charlotte, I'm sorry, but you're gonna lose the title, and my girl Sasha Banks, she gonna be champ. Oh yeah. Okay, so heading into the next match, we had The New Day versus the Wyatt Family in a 3-on-3 type of tag team action. Now, this is the last time the Wyatt Family will have Braun Strowman a part of it because he's on Raw now with The New Day, and both Eric and Bray are on SmackDown. So, in this match, I was predicting the Wyatt Family to win and Bray Wyatt to win by pin, I think I said. Yeah, Bray to win by pin, and I was also rooting for The New Day. So, this one was a all-out war. They were taking it to the max. Big E even fucking landed. When he spear dives through the ropes, he was taking out Braun, I think it was, and he fucking landed the back of the neck head first on the ground. It's like, whoa, that would have hurt. Now, Woods almost looked like he was actually going to kneel down and let Bray have the win, but then he fought back through the trance that he was in. And then he came to actually almost win the match. He got distracted, but then went for a move, Bray reversed it. Sister Abigail, 1, 2, 3. Another one for me. Bray Wyatt won by pin, and I also said that he was going to pin Xavier Woods, so got that right. That's 3-0. Heading into the next one, guys. It was the US title match between Rusev and Zack Ryder. So in this match, I knew that if Rusev was to retain the title, there is no way that Darren Young would win, because you can't have both those small titles on just the one brand, because now that's split. The US is on Raw, the Intercontinental is on SmackDown. Zack Ryder's a SmackDown superstar, and Rusev's Raw. Miz is SmackDown, Darren Young's Raw. So if this match was to have Rusev retain, it would end up with Darren losing, because he won't take the title to Raw, because then SmackDown's got nothing. So, we headed into this one. I was predicting Rusev to win. I was also rooting for Rusev by submission as well. So, to make things short and sweet in this match, Rusev did what Lana said. He crushed Zack Ryder. Like, he literally just crushed him. He made him tap, retained his title, and then after the match he was going for another accolade, and then, I don't get hyped, I stay hype. That's right, Mojo Rawley came down the ring to save his fellow brother from a beatdown, and it was so funny because Mojo was like standing there, he's like, oh, you want to go? And then Rusev was like, who the fuck is this guy? And he just gets out of the ring and walks off. So the Hype Bros, by the looks of it, because they're both on SmackDown, probably will form a team now. So SmackDown will have another team to their roster. And Zack Ryder was unsuccessful, so he won't be getting another shot for the US title anytime soon. Heading into the next match. And I also head into this one with 4-0. So the next one was Kevin Owens vs Sami Zayn. Now in this one, I was predicting Zayn to win. I was rooting for Owens, and I said Zayn would win by pinfall. Now this one was an all-out war to end the rivalry, which we all know will not end anytime soon, because why would it? They've both been drafted to Raw. So, it's not going to end. I think my prediction is that it's going to stop for at least 4, 5, maybe 6 months, and then they will rekindle it again. But after this Battlegrounds, that's it for a bit, so they can focus on their own shit. But it was all out. There was pop-up power bombs. There was fucking awesome flipping and high-flying maneuvers. And Owens even fucking did one of those kind of flip into the turnbuckle bombs on Zemi's head, which was insane. And towards the end, Zemi hits a haluva kick. And then Zayn, like, he's looking at Owens, who's in his arms, and Owens is out cold. And he's like, puts him back, runs, haluva kick again, and 1, 2, 3, Zayn gets the win. So that's another one for me, 5-0 guys. I'm predicting on a roll. And then we headed into the next one. It was Becky Lynch versus Natalya. Now in this one I was rooting for Becky. I predicted Becky to win by submission as well. This match, I had hopes that this match was going to be better than what it was. It was a pretty good match still, but it was a lot of like, it wasn't as good as what you thought it would be. Because like Becky went really well. Natalya, she kind of was really slow at the time that she was in the match. Like she wasn't picking the pace up. When Becky was going with the pace, Natalya was struggling to keep up. So in this match, pretty much you may as well say Becky had her knee worked on more than anything by Natalya, and her leg and shit. And pretty much Natalya had her locked in the figure 4. Not the figure 4, the sharpshooter, and Becky almost got her out of it, and then she had to tap because her leg was completely fucked. So Natalya got the win. First one wrong of the night to me. That was not good. Heading into the next match, we had the Intercontinental Championship match between The Miz and Darren Young. Now this one, like I said, Darren Young, I don't know, because like, so my prediction for this, I was, of course, predicting Darren to win. And I was also rooting for him to win by submission as well. But, as you all know, Rusev retained. So, to make things short, Miz is still champ. However, it was not by a pinfall, submission or any of that. The match got called off for no reason. I think it's probably because Miz pushed Bob Backlund over. Because what happened is Maurice slapped Bob Backlund. And then Bob Backlund was like, raging out. And Maurice jumped on her ass, like, acting like she got pushed over, and Miz thought that he pushed his wife over, so he pushes over Bob Backlund, and then Darren Young goes ape hammer on fucking, he just goes and starts wrecking the shit out of Miz, and for some reason the ref called it off. It wasn't a count out, and maybe it was because Miz put his hands on Bob Backlund, but I have no idea. But I'm guessing Miz is still champ, so unfortunately Darren does not get another shot because he's on Raw and not SmackDown. Maybe he'll go after Rusev's title and take that from Rusev. But unfortunately, Miz is still champ. Darren had a good match nonetheless, but yeah, that's another one wrong for me. And then we headed into the next one. It was the tag match between John Cena, Enzo and Cass versus The Club. Now this one, I was predicting The Club to win, rooting for The Club, and for AJ to beat Enzo for the win. Now, they had a funny segment at the start with Enzo and Cass. They were killing it on the mic, and John Cena was like bowing down because he realised they're better than him. And he's like, holy shit, my tag team partners are going to carry me in this match. And then The Club came out, and it was a good match. Like, I was happy with this match. It was back and forth. They had multiple great moves. Now, in the end, it came down to AJ Styles getting hit with a attitude adjustment off the top turnbuckle, and he ended up losing like that. So Cena got the win. I didn't want Cena to win. I would have been happier if Enzo or Cass actually got the pin, but so that's 3 wrong for me, but it was still a pretty good match for the night. And then we headed into the next thing, which was the highlight reel with Randy Orton. And Chris was talking about, like we all said, like, Brock's got messages for you, are you sure, you wanted to come back and pick a fight with the Beast? And then he's like, well, it's better than coming back and picking a fight with Fandango like you did. And then he also said, like, I know I'm going to get sent to Suplex City with probably 20 suplexes, but it only takes 1 RKO to go to Viperville. No enhancements needed. And then Chris was like, oh, you're most likely going to pay for that, like, because of the whole UFC Brock Lesnar enhancement drug type of situation. But it was funny because Chris was like, you going to hit me with a knockout now? You going to hit me with a knockout out of nowhere now? What about now? What about now? And then there was a point when Jericho turned, and then Orton was looking like he's going to go for it, and Chris freaked out. Then Orton was like laughing, and he was looking down at the ground, just laughing, and Chris was like, oh, okay. And then next minute, whoop, bang, RKO out of nowhere. And I predicted an RKO out of nowhere, but I thought it was going to be when he said, drink it in, man. But it actually didn't happen like that. But still, RKO out of nowhere, laid out Jericho. And it is great to see Randy Orton back. Now we headed into the main event. It was the triple threat for the WWE Championship. It was Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus Seth frickin' Rollins. So this match was also a pretty good match. I was pretty hyped about it. You had Mick Foley and Seth out there, as well as Shane and Dana Bryan. Of course, they had to watch the match because this is the main title. Now, Raw's got 2 people in this match, SmackDown's got 1. In this match, I was predicting Dean to win, but I was rooting for Seth and for Dean to win by pinning Roman Reigns. Because we all know Roman does not deserve this title anytime soon after what he did. So, there was mad moments in this match, there was heaps of good moves. They even did a Shield powerbomb to Roman Reigns, Dean and Seth, and threw Roman Reigns right through the table. That was awesome. That's like, suck it, Roman. Like, you might have been the one that does the powerbombs in the Shield, but guess what? You just got powerbombed because you were using enhancement drugs, bitch. And then, towards the end, Seth gets hit with a spear from Roman. I was like, oh no, we can't have Roman win. And then next minute, Dean slides in, grabs Roman, dirty deeds. 1, 2, 3, Dean gets the win. Another one from me, and SmackDown keeps their title. So SmackDown now has the Intercontinental and the WWE Championship. Raw has the tag titles, the US, and the women's. And also maybe the Cruiserweight title when it comes in as well will be on Raw. Now, for me, I reckon that we should have, Raw should end up kind of mixing it up a bit and bringing back the World Heavyweight Championship. Because then Raw's people can have a title to fight for, and then people can constantly, just get more titles under their belts. But that was this pay-per-view for WWE Battleground 2016, guys. I hope you liked this result video, because if you did, make sure to hit that like button hard, guys. But not too fucking hard, don't break your computers. And guys, if you want to hit the subscribe button to join the Dawg Squad and spread the word of the JaseDawg to everybody you know. And if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, the links are in the description down below. And guys, let me know what your favourite match was. Mine, personally, was probably the triple threat match. It was a pretty awesome match. And I also like the women's tag match. But I think the next pay-per-view is either SummerSlam or it's an NXT pay-per-view. So stay tuned for that, guys. I'll have the prediction video for the Battlegrounds in the description down below. And as always, guys, stay awesome. The JaseDawg is out of here. See ya.